In northern New Mexico, there's 8 pueblos just north of Santa Fe. There's Tesuque, Pojoaque, San Ildefonso, Nambe, San Juan, Santa Clara, Picaris, and Taos. Today we're in Pojoaque. The Pueblo is a tribal nation that exists here in New Mexico. They're very distinct tribal nations because we live on our Aboriginal property, and we've maintained our sovereignty as a tribal nation for centuries, beginning with the first Europeans who came in this area, the Spanish. They recognized the tribe's sovereignty all the way through Mexico taking over from Spain in this area, and then the United States taking over in this area, and all the foreign governments have recognized the tribal nation's government. The original name of the Pueblo is Pojoaque, which is water drinking place. And so us being at the low part in the valley, there's a lot of natural springs and the rivers run right through here. Our pueblo is called Pojoaque because of the water quality and abundance of water in the area. The Pueblo Pojoaque is 450 tribal members, and we have approximately 13,000 acres. The Pueblo people, the Pueblo Pojoaque, is known for its traditional architecture, and we've taken what is given to us by our ancestors and handed down through generations, these traditional building techniques with adobe, with mud bricks. We've carried that in all the way to our most major development, which is $300 million destination resort that looks like it's built with adobe. And so we've carried our identity and our culture into contemporary times, and that's part of what makes us unique and makes this area unique, is that the traditions are being carried into the future. Well, today is an important day for us because we celebrate the new year, but we also celebrate our sovereignty. President Lincoln, back in 1862, gave the Pueblos a cane recognizing their sovereignty. That was really important for us, that the current foreign government, which is the United States, has recognized the tribal sovereignty. And so it makes for good relations in not only retaining our cultural identity, which is unique in the country, but it's also just important for moving forward, and because we live, native people with non-native people live throughout this area. We also have a cane from New Mexico. The governor of New Mexico in 1974 gave the Pueblos a cane. We also have a cane from Spain in the 1600s. The King of Spain gave the Pueblos a cane, and then recently Spain also gave the Pueblo Pojoaque another cane to further recognize the sovereignty. And so these canes are held by the governor, the leader of the Pueblo, in his house, and they're also referred to as the canes of authority. It's each governor that the tribe elects is responsible for holding onto the cane and then passing it on to the next governor. Today we had the Eagle Dance, and the Eagle Dance is important to many tribes across the country. We celebrate it with a unique Pueblo Eagle Dance. The eagle is an important part of ceremony. The eagle is looked at as power, and the feathers are in almost every ceremonial outfit that we have. So as part of the ceremony all day, we have the dances first, and then all the tribal members come to bless the cane and bless me and bless themselves. All the people that were holding the canes were tribal officials. I was the governor, and then next to me was the lieutenant governor, and then the tribal secretary, and then the tribal treasurer. Those are the 4 elected officials at the Pueblo of Pojoaque. All the tribal officials at the Pueblo of Pojoaque are elected by the general population. Male and females over 18 years of age are eligible to vote. It's very hand-to-hand campaigning, I guess, because we're such a small population. So we, get a hold of each other and visit each other, either at work or at home or on the phone, and talk to each other about what's going on in the Pueblo and what the goals are for the future. The relations with the state and the federal government are essential to the Pueblo. All the laws that are implemented on the state level and the federal level, it's important for us to keep up with that, as well as all the collaboration that we're going to do together to benefit the people in whatever ways that it is, whether if it's through social programs or through economic development, or just enforcement of general laws. It's important that we're all in communication with each other. So poverty in the area has had a big impact on communities in northern New Mexico. And as a result of that, you have different addictions to drugs and substance abuse. And so the only way to really get communities out of that is to have some kind of opportunities for them to move into and look forward to. And so what we've done is we've tried to say, well, the most important things for us are the education and employment, and so that's where we really focus on that. And we've seen just a huge turnaround in a few short years, and just offering people a better life. It's still an ongoing challenge, but it's something that works. We've seen a huge turnaround. We've gone to almost 100% graduation rate with our tribal members coming out of high school. And we spend about $1 million a year on our scholarships, going from kindergarten through PhD level. So we do try to encourage all of our tribal members to be traditional and also to be caught up with contemporary times and with their education and doing well for themselves. So it's important for them as a unique people to practice their traditional songs, practice their traditional ceremonies, and but then also to advance themselves in life in some of the contemporary ways that they'll need to survive. And so most of our youth are very excited about who they are as Pueblo people, but they're also out there getting a great education. I think the Santa Fe and the Pueblo area is one of the most beautiful places in the world. You know, the landscape just is speaking to you every day, and the clouds, and when you look at native art and native symbolism, you see the landscape and the clouds always communicating messages in the art. And so when people come from other places, that's what they see when they come here. They see the landscape, and then they see the people, and they see the integration of the culture and everything into how people portray this area, and starting with the architecture and the native people all the way to contemporary times.